Hey guys, welcome to the Pot Seat. My name is AJ.
Hello guys, this is Lex, and as always, welcome back to another video. And we have something sad today that we want to talk about. AJ, there was a train accident in India, and as of right now, there's over 260 people killed and over 1,000 people injured. Uh, it's very sad, and I would just want to say that our prayers to the family who lost their family members, and to those who are still critical, and hopefully they're gonna get a chance to get better. I don't know if you had a chance to uh watch or read anything about this accident that happened.
No, this is news to me. You are like the first one that mentioned it to me. I didn't even know about this. What I do know is in India, uh on trains it's not like how people ride trains in America and the rest of the world. To give you a better perspective of how it looks like riding a train in India is I'm going to show you some pictures and maybe you'll get an idea of how horrific this accident actually was.
Because those
So
trains are busy. Wow.
yeah, this is how people, ride on trains uh almost every day, like to go from one city to city. Uh it gets packed. I'm telling you, it gets crazy packed. So, some of these trains go 93 miles per hour, some go 6 miles per hour, but like literally it gets this crowded. You'll see trains and people are on top of the trains, on the side of the trains. It gets really bad. So Lex did send me a video, and we'd like to play it for you. It's from the BBC.
In a train crash in the eastern state of Odisha, officials are warning that the number of dead is expected to rise. 900 people have already been injured. It's already the country's worst train crash this century. 3 trains were involved in the collision, which all began after a passenger train derailed. Vincent McAvaney reports.
Just looking at that crash, Lex, it looks horrific already. It looks like something from like a nightmare.
Yes. Yes.
Uh not to mention that, the crashing and smashing, compiles it all together. So people's phobia can arise from that, like, being stuck in a tight place and maybe like dead bodies around you, stuck for love, bro. Like, but it's it's not a pretty sight. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna get scarred, and I'm pretty sure this would have been everywhere with the number of casualties. Every news media outlet would have been covering this. I honestly did not hear about this. I have not seen it on social media at all. You're the first person telling me, and you sent me this article, and to me that, as horrific as it is, my thoughts and prayers are for all the family members and all the victims out there, and I'm gonna do what I can do to help out because it is
And
a horrific,
yeah,
horrific accident.
and and this is India is just talking about population, how overcrowded it is. India just passed China on
It beat
population.
China right recently. It actually beat
Yes,
it.
it did. I think India is at over 1.4 billion people. And China is close to 1.4, but India just smoked China when it comes to how many people they have. And that's how probably why the trains are crowded, because there's a lot of people and everybody's trying to go to work. They're not. Yeah, on that train just because they're trying to have fun. These people are
Yeah.
trying to go to work, go to school.
Some people go to work, school, home, to their families,
Yeah, yeah,
and in India, it's a very like you might think New York doesn't sleep all day. India, it's lively like everywhere. Uh, in the cities, when you like cities are basically really overcrowded. Eastern side of India is really overcrowded. There's like Bengal and areas like close to Bangladesh, which are like heavily populated, heavily populated, and people don't often know that because people always think that the western side of it, northwestern side of India, and the southern part of India is very populated because cities like Mumbai, Delhi, and Chennai. Uh, each city basically has like 8 million to 10 million people, and that's like basically of record. There's probably countless people that are off the record that they don't even count
yeah.
about, but and their villages are basically in the millions too. So even small cities that like over here, probably you can say like Springfield, Illinois, over there is like a major city in population wise. If you um like compare it.
Fair.
So looking at let's go back to the video and see uh how bad it actually is.
It was supposed to be an overnight train journey that ended up a disaster in the middle of the countryside. It's believed several
The word
carriages
overnight. See, so overnight, it's lively.
about 1900 local time. Some ended up on the adjacent track, only for them then to be hit by another train, the Howrah Superfast Express, traveling from Yesvantpur to Howrah. Carriages were toppled due to the powerful impact, smashing open compartments. Rescue teams and residents climbed up the mangled wreckage to try to find survivors. Some who escaped watched on in shock. 10, 15 people fell on me when the accident happened and everything was haywire. I hurt my hand and also the back of my neck.
Yeah.
More than 200 ambulances attended the scene and more than 100 additional doctors were mobilized. They worked through the night to try to rescue those trapped inside the carriages and get them to nearby hospitals. It's not immediately clear what led to the derailment of the first train and why the second didn't manage to stop in time. India has one of the largest and busiest train networks in the world, but accidents are common despite successive governments investing hundreds of millions of pounds to improve infrastructure. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi said he was distressed by the incident and his thoughts were with the bereaved families, tweeting rescue ops are underway at the site of the mishap, and all possible assistance is being given to those affected.
It's
It's a tragic
it's very
uh
very sad that
loss.
is that yeah, very sad that that happens.
I hope they have a system. Okay, I'm not really sure how the Indian train systems all work with the government rules and regulations. But over here, obviously if there's a train wreck of that magnitude, I'm sure there's some companies or something that's gonna take the blame for it. I don't know how they do it in India. Obviously, the politics sort of are the same, but the way they execute is completely different than America.
Well, if it is a private train, somebody's going to be in trouble. But if it's owned by the government, probably they're not gonna do a whole lot.
I just
It's
I just really hope like they could the recovery process and the government assistance programs really ramp up and come through for these people because
Yeah.
these are everyday
It,
people. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some people that are gonna be scared to go on trains because uh, lately, when lightning strikes, it could strike twice in the same place now.
yeah, yeah.
With
I do want to mention one thing, AJ. I know the video they say there was 900 injured. That was on June 3rd. Today is June 4th, 2023, and it is over 1,000 injured, and it's around 261 people dead and counting. Hopefully, it's not gonna go over 261, but you never know. And again, our prayers to um people who lost their family member, people who are injured at a hospital. And guys, we are in the US, but it doesn't mean that we don't feel it also when something like this happens in another country like India. We still hurt for because the people goes through this kind of disaster. But again, we hope everybody gets better, whoever is you know at the hospital, and the government, like you said, AJ, they're gonna take care of business and make sure that everything's taken care of people wise, and everybody that gets injured or got injured there is gonna have hospital bills to pay, and they're probably not gonna be able to work, and hopefully the government's gonna come in and help them out, which that's what they should do.
Yeah, I mean, it's heartbreaking because it could be for some people a couple of days in the hospital, some people a couple of months, and some people lifelong problems and issues. So you don't want to see that. You always want to hope for the best for everybody, and it's just very gut wrenching when these
Yeah.
kind of things happen. People are just trying to go through, like it said, overnight train. So like, and then it also said another train hit the train. So oh my god, like it's just something
People
you
people
don't
were
want.
just going home, and people would think about it. You're trying to go home and you just don't make it. For
Yeah,
those for those who die. But you know, again, hopefully things are gonna get better for the country, for the people who got injured. And guys, come back and see us again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let us know what you think. Subscribe, give us the like button, and let us know what you think. If you think we can do better, let us know also. We're here to listen to you all and let us know what you think. Thank you for your time.
thank you. Bye bye.